Hi everyone, Corey here with Team Kramer Fishing, and in this video I'm going to demonstrate / test kind of a really ultra finesse, ultralight pan fishing technique. So there's a couple different reasons you might want to use this. One is if the panfish bite is just really tough, but you pretty much know where the fish are and you're just trying to get them to bite. Okay, this can get fish to bite that might not otherwise bite. The other time you might use it is if you're at a new body of water and you just want to know what kind of fish are in there and you don't really care what size, you're just curious about what species. If you throw this tiny bait, just about any small fish will bite it. So you can see, is there bass here, is there bluegill, is there, whatever you're looking for. Pretty much everything will bite this bait. And what it is we use these ice fishing this year. So if you saw us ice fishing, you probably saw us use them. But let me see if I can get a good view of it. So what it is, it's an ice spike, soft plastic. And this is on a trout magnet jig head, a mini trout magnet jig head. So about 1/200th ounce, about a size 14 hook, okay? And I get those, you can order them from Trout Magnet, but if you just buy this box, it comes with it's the mini trout magnet box. It comes with a bunch of mini trout magnets. Now the difference between the soft plastics that come with the trout magnet and these excuse me, these ice spikes are that they're made by Fishing Assault right here in Iowa. These are the 1.5-inch ice spikes. So the reason I like these a little bit better than the trout magnets are this tail, even when you're floating down from a bobber, it's going to move under the water. So you don't really have to impart any action. It's almost just like you're ice fishing, just a little bit, and it's always going to be moving even if you don't do anything, basically. A lot of times what I'll do, if it's windy out, the wind will be, small ripple on the water will be just enough to put action on this to get the fish to bite. Okay, so since that lure is extremely lightweight, it's very hard to cast out and get any kind of distance on it. So what I pair that up with is a ultralight rocket bobber. So you can get different size of rocket bobbers. I'll leave a link in the description where you can order these from Amazon. This is a full-size glow-in-the-dark one, and this is the ultralight. So the ultralight version is the one that I'm using. If you have a lure that's less than 1/16 of an ounce, this is a weighted bobber, okay, and it floats like this in the water. So if the lure, the jig that's hanging down is less than 1/16 of an ounce, it'll lay flat like this, which is what it's supposed to do, and then when the fish bites, it tips it up like that. You can use these both as a fixed bobber, and if you turn this around, you could use it as a slip bobber too. In this video, I'm not using it as a slip bobber, I'm just using it as a fixed bobber, but this will let you get the distance that you need to cast those teeny tiny light lures, even if you cast flies, like fly fishing flies. These bobbers come in very handy to do that. In terms of casting ability, in terms of the action that's on the lure, 2-pound line is best. I use 2-pound, 4-pound, and 6-pound in this video in just different spots. And basically what I did is throughout the week, Vivi and I just went around and we fished a bunch of different ponds and I used this setup. And one day I had 2-pound, and the next I had 6, and the next I had 4. I just tried a bunch of different sizes. But if you use 2-pound, even with this little ultralight bobber, you can cast a very long way. So we were able to cast out from the shore, find where the crappie were, find where the fish were. So you get to see me just go out, and I even went to a pond that was new that I had never fished before, just to kind of test to see, hey, what's in here? What's going to bite this thing? And it works pretty well, as you'll see. So here you go. This is me testing out the rocket bobber, which I've used a lot. I have a lot of different colors of these Fishing Assault ice spikes on the 1/200th ounce mini trout magnet jig head. It's more of a waste. Oh, bite. I did. I loosened the drag so much. It's a little one, I think. It's fighting though. All right. I went a little deeper. Found a fish. What shall it be? It is a little crappie.
Little crappie.
Nice. That's cool. It's been a couple years since I caught a crappie out of here. Oh, and it wasn't even poked into him. Nice looking little crappie.
That's not the
I'll talk a little bit about
There's my worm.
nice little crappie. We're gonna let him go. Look at the colors on this guy.
Dad's talking about his fish. That's completely fine.
All right, let's let this guy go. Where'd he?
See?
Oh, Viv has a fish on. Set that hook good. Looks pretty decent from here. Is it pulling hard?
Well, I can't really reel it in because of this, but okay. Drag, Dad. Yeah, it's pretty decent.
Remember, it's only 2-pound line. What is it? A little crappie? Bigger, decent crappie.
Hold.
You can get it. That's a decent crappie, Viv. That's like 9 inches, probably.
Its throat is so red. I love it. Okay, so I got a nice, decent crappie.
Want me to measure it?
And
Just for fun?
Dad's gonna measure it just because.
We got this on micro trout.
Well, my hand did in its mouth.
Jig head with an assault fishing. Lift up the fish toward me. We'll talk about the bait here in a minute.
Please. Actually, yeah. Oh, look at that tail, beautiful.
This might be the biggest one I've gotten out of here. It's 9 inches.
9-inch
on the dot.
crappie. Pretty nice.
Fish on. I hooked into it like it was a giant largemouth because the bobber is so far away from me that. Oh, stay on, little dude. Oh my gosh, that goose scared me. Another little crappie. Fish on. Feels little. Oh, little largemouth bass. He got in the water, luckily. And he almost hit that grate. Little largemouth, Viv. Just got a little largemouth. Yeah. There. Got one.
Oh!
Oh, wait, before you cast out, make sure the jig
It is fine. That was a fail, but okay.
You want one? Fish on. Kept this one, actually. Oh, what is it? Oh, I thought it might be a bass for a second. Nope, it is a little sunfish. Man, if I got a bass out of here, that'd be pretty sweet because I've never caught one out of here before.
Dad, before I scare all the fish away.
There we go.
I'll come over there myself.
So, nice little
Actually, I'll take this back. It's gonna take
bait-sized sunfish. There are bigger ones in here. Hold on a second, Viv.
How long?
Got one. Feel. Oh, is he still on there? Yeah, he's still on there. A little bit bigger. We're up to 4 inches.
The green will stick up. Dad put it through the red, so it's gonna stick up on the green.
All right, fish number 2. Another little guy, though. A little bigger, I think. He really whacked it. Oh, an inch bigger, up to 5 inches. You got to put the same lure I have on. Your hook's too big, probably.
No, I'm not even getting nibbled.
Oh, that's a bigger one. There we go. Getting bigger, Viv. That one's like 7 inches. All right, there we go. Let's call him 6.5. So we're stepping up inch by inch. If I catch like 10 more fish, we'll have the size we're looking for. Got a bigger one, Viv. This one's got to be 7. Maybe 6. They're hard fighters when they start getting bigger. Watch, he'll be like 3 inches when I get him in. Nope. There we go. He's a little bit fatter than the last one. Ooh, hey. Something freaking looks like it took a bite out of this guy. There could be a big fish in here. Maybe a big catfish. I don't see any bite marks though. It looks almost like a tear. So maybe he was just fighting or something. Man, it'd be awesome if we should come up and catfish this sometime. Fish on. What do we got? First cast. Oh, this is a tiny fish. Tiny, but what is it? I think this is a bluegill, but it has almost no color at all. Let's look at it. Hold on, buddy. That is. So this water here is pretty murky and turbid. And look at this little bluegill. It almost looks like a crappie. It has no colors on it at all. Even in the wintertime, I've never seen one quite that clear, but I'm pretty sure it has to do with the water clarity. Let's see if we can get a bigger one. It's cool. First cast here. We know they're in here. Ooh, that's bigger. Easy, hit it pretty hard. Not fighting very hard. What is that? Oh my gosh, that is a little bass. No wonder he hit it so hard. That is a nice little baby bass. Alright, a little largemouth bass. I think that's the smallest largemouth bass I've ever caught. But he hit it like a champ. Alright, we'll let him go. Just had another bigger. Oh, hopefully I didn't lose him. I hope he's running towards me. I think he is. Okay. Oh my god, he got off right there. Dang it. That was a nice fish. Pull and drag. Oh, he broke off. Crap. Broke off my 4-pound line. There's something. Little guy again. One of those clear bluegill. This one has a tiny bit of orange on him. And then a bigger fish just shoved down there. Probably eating these little guys. Teeny weeny. Oh, this one has some colors at least. Back in he goes.